NY, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
We want back ends. White again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm in a scratcher. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with this man on the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneak, it's on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him, I'm down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On first down, gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Looking for Woods that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Back deep, Jalen Richard. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Full complete right side to Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods from 21 yards away. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Sirline connects on the extra point. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score. Try that to the other side, not this side.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Tight as Ringo! Tight as on Ringo! Tight as on Ringo!
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
So out now come the Cardinals. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Rosen on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And Woods has it complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly. That's caught at the 25. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Woods, the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception #1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They go play action. It's Rosen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the loss of a full.
What a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chad Williams, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rosen will throw. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we got the lead.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On second down, here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods. Third down here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Goff. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Rosen on 1st down, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here early. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. in danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
14. 14. 17. 17.
Out of the gun. Goff. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Michael Brockers in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. What a spin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So now it's Rosen looking. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Kerry Hyder in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Rosen looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long here for Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. On first down, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by John Johnson. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at the 40.
Super one.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again they run with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Goff now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Gurley looking for a repeat of his 2017 performance. He's off to a good start as the Rams come up first and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll try the air now with Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's third and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cameron Brate from 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Gone. And Blake has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown. Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away. Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation. Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th. Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we? Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend. Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now. By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight. I'm in. All right. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? For a lot of coaches, be honest. Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here. Use that as ammo going forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because you're not going to want that feeling again. No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again. On second down, here's Rosen. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. And an alley to run. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. What's that? It wasn't an interception. Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now a first down throw. Goff. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Los Angeles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.